Okay, that didn't go exactly like I expected. Hey, I'm Derek Hilgert with the Hilgert Group and Remax Concepts. I'm here today with Dr. Nick Heiss, Heiss Chiropractic and Acupuncture, and they've got some exciting news. We thought we'd be one of the first people to help him share the news.
Yeah, so we recently here about 4 weeks ago, moved into our new, I guess you would say, permanent location. For the first 9 years in practice, we were just across the street over in Village Gardens. We are now just west of MSED's Clothing here on 56 and Pine Lake.
Yep.
The last place was, I guess you could say, the space was a little more narrow and long. This one's more of a square, which helps with the flow of the day-to-day in here. And what I really enjoy over here is the parking. There's plenty of it.
Yeah, it was a little tight at the last place.
It was a little tight at the last place. And then windows. You get a lot of windows, a lot of natural daylight over here. Did not have that in the other place. But loved them both. I just like this one a little bit better.
Yeah, time for a little upgrade. So I've been seeing Dr. Nick Heiss for about as long as you've been in business. We were just talking about that, maybe 9 years.
Pretty darn close.
Yep, and I have an ongoing chiropractic plan to help keep me healthy, to stay in the gym, so things don't break at my age, and it's been working out pretty good for me. I've seen a number of chiropractors over the years. One of the things that I really like, not only the acupuncture along with the chiropractic that's been successful for me and helping with my ailments. I like the fact that I have a busy schedule that I can give you kind of a ish ballpark time frame and pop in, and it seems to work for both of us. Is that something that you offer to a lot of your clients, or?
I offer that to everybody. Now, I'm not saying we don't like to know that you're coming in a certain time frame, but we know people are busy, and soccer practice, dance, all these things that people are rushing around to get their kids to, getting home to cook dinner at night. Like, people don't have an hour or two to set into an office. So we make sure that when you come in here, like, your time is of the essence. We make sure that it's important. I'll do what we need to do to get you feeling better. And hopefully you're bringing your kids in too with you.
Yep.
But and then to get you out the door and back to your life, because everyone is busy.
Absolutely. Would you say the average? Because I feel like it is for me, but the average time that you walk through the front door till you kind of park it out there, and then you get an opportunity to come in here, 15 minutes in and out the door. Does that seem?
I mean, I would say that's pretty tops.
Okay.
Yeah, that's tops there. Just depends on how many people are coming in and at that time of the day. But yeah, we try to respect your time as much as we can.
Yep. Well, I appreciate that. I'm sure most people do too. So who are some of what are the common cases and maybe some of the less common cases of people come in here for help for you?
Mm-hmm. So most of the common cases are, people's neck pain, back pain, just your obvious type things. We see, especially with technology, you get people on their phones, and the text neck is a real thing.
Text neck.
And a lot of the day-to-day for lots of people anymore is sitting behind a computer, which we're not really designed to sit all day long. So that lack of movement in our bodies will eventually cause you some discomfort.
Yep.
So it's not all pain based. I look at more of just a function too. I want your body to function better. So there's other things like ear infections for little kids, colic for little kids, constipation in little kids that we can also help to, and that's just taking the pressure off of the nervous system to allow the body to function better. I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg. But those are the common things. So.
Yep. And some of that stuff, whether it's the more common or less common stuff, some of that stuff you're doing through acupuncture also. Maybe talk a little to the acupuncture world and part of what you do and how it's a bit different than chiropractic alone.
So acupuncture was, I guess you could say, founded, developed 5,000 years ago by the Chinese. Most people over in that side of the world use that type of medicine to heal themselves. We use I think the last statistic was we are just a fraction of the population of the world, but we use 56 or 60% of the pharmaceuticals.
Oh, wow.
So there's a big difference. So I'm kind of bringing that, I shouldn't say over here, but giving people another option for what they're treating their stuff with.
Bridging that gap a little bit. And you're not chasing the symptoms like some of that medication is. You're chasing the source to eliminate it.
Yeah, you could look at it that way. Usually those medications will, some side effect will lead to another thing, and then, yeah, people don't really care for that too much when it's just one pill after another.
What would you say separates you from maybe the other chiropractors in town and some of the techniques that you use or you found successful with your clientele?
Everyone does it a little bit differently. Not saying that I'm perfectly correct in the way I'm doing it. It's just the way I do it. I like to treat my patients with both chiropractic and acupuncture in here. Of course, I adjust them however they need to be, get that pressure off the nervous system so the body can heal itself. But also, like on this diagram behind me, you see acupuncture points that are in the ears, auricular acupuncture points, and I stimulate those with electricity, little e-stim machine, handheld e-stim machine, and what that does is those stimulation on the certain points releases endorphins into the body, so the body heals quicker. So you're basically getting kind of a 2-in-1 treatment.
Thanks again to Dr. Heiss for spending some time with us today to share his business, Heiss Chiropractic and Acupuncture. If anyone out there has got some back ailments or anything that he said today would resonate and you could help with a friend, someone you know, hit like and share so we can get the word out. Thanks so much, Lincoln. We'll talk to you soon.